into water example. And Edogonium, Spirogyra, Chara. These are the three are very important in the degree time. You can by hand it. These three tell us. And some of algae growing in running water. What are the running one? One is the chlorophyce member, mixophyce. In chlorophyce, how many type studies are there? You can by hand it in your according to the in your syllabus. Same like that, mixophyce also. Mixophyce is just like the cyanophyce members. Where the running water algae is there, the best example, cyanophyce and mixophyce algae. Cyanophyce and mixophyce. Some of the floating of water, floating in fresh water. Best example, Volvox, Chlamydomonas, Casmerian. This is the floating. Here, freshwater, in the freshwater, different types of water are there. First one, growing freshwater reservoir. Some of the growing the stagnant water. Stagnant water, Edogonium, Spirogyra, Chara. And some of growing in running water. Running water is called best is a chlorophyce member and mixophyce member. All chlorophyce, all mixophyce according to your syllabus, degree syllabus. Okay. Coming to the floating in fresh water. Chlamydomonas, Volvox is the best example. Here to expect the question, examples is the most important. Coming to the marine water, sea water, algae growing in sea water are called the marine water algae members. Which one is the marine algae? Only two classes of the algae, marine water algae. One is the Phaeophyce, the second thing is the Rhodophyce, including Ectocarpus. Example for the Ectocarpus, Sargassum, Polysiphonia. These are the algae, marine water algae. All Phaeophyce member. Phaeophyce, in your syllabus, Ectocarpus is there. This is the best example. Rhodophyce also. Polysiphonia is a Rhodophyce member. These are the marine algae. This is the, you can observe to the Phaeophyce and Mectophyce. Coming to the terrestrial. What are the terrestrial algae? Here they absorption water and carbon dioxide. Terrestrial meaning they absorption water and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and remain attached with the soil. This is the terrestrial algae. Best example, this is a Wachiria, Cristalaria, Tetrafolia, Protococcus. These are called the terrestrial and aerial water algae. Coming to the next one, halophytes. What is the halophyte? Main example, halophyte in the saline water. Algae growing in saline water, that is the halophyte. Example here only Danilia is there. Stephanoptera, Chlamydomonas. These two also important. Stephanoptera and Chlamydomonas both are the example for the halophytic algae. Coming to the epiphytic. Epiphytic meaning algae growing on other living plants. That is called the epiphytic algae. The example Edogonium, Coleote, Eulothrix. These are the epiphytic algae. Next, epizoic. Epizoic meaning and algae growing another animals like snail, fishes. This is called the epizoic algae, Cladophora on snail. And endogenic. Endogenic meaning growing inside the animals is the endogenic. Inside the animal. That is the endo. Epi meaning growing on the animals. And that is the epizoic. Endo meaning inside the animals is the Chlorella inside Hydrella. That is the endozoic algae. Coming to the symbiotic, I will explain last symbiotic. Before symbiotic, parasitic algae. Very, very important in the parasitism. Algae never causing the disease in plants, animals, that one. That is the most important. Never causing the disease. But only one algae is there. That only parasitic algae. Very most important in this algae. Growing on other plants. or other occurring parasitically that is causing the disease, tea leaves, the algae name Cephalurus. Cephalurus with grow on tea leaves causing the disease, red rust disease. Only this algae, you can by having this name. Cephalurus algae, only parasitic algae growing on tea leaves causing the disease, red rust. Only this algae. Remaining all algae, this can't be causing the disease. Only this parasitic algae, Cephalurus, causing the disease. Okay. Next one is the thermophytic algae, growing very high temperature. Best example, the 80 degrees centigrade algae. That is a thermophytic algae. All mixophyceae member. Mixo meaning mixophyceae meaning that is called the cyanophyceae. Algae is called the mixophyceae. Example for the thermophytic. Some are here is not there. Cryptophytes also. Cryptophytes meaning algae grow on that is called the algae grow on snow. Here is not there. You can write down cryptophytic algae. Cryptophytic meaning algae grow on called snow. That is called the manchu snow. That is called the cryptophytes. They impact very attractive colors to the snow. Where the algae to grow in that snow to give size to the color is a very attractive. The best example cryptophytes, Hematococcus nivalis. The example, Hematococcus nivalis. The color resemble the snow is called red color. Hematococcus nivalis to the red algae. In that where the algae is there, in that snow color is called the red color. And next another example, Chlamydomonas yellowstonensis. Chlamydomonas yellowstonensis. Here yellow-green color. Where that algae snow is there, in that snow this type of algae is there. Chlamydomonas yellowstonensis. The resemble color is called yellow-green color. Another one, Cylindrocystis, Protoderma, Ankyloma. This is the brown purple algae. Rapidoma, green color algae. This is the cryptophytes. And where the growing algae snow are called cryptophytes. Different algae, red algae is there, red color, Hematococcus, red color resemble. Chlamydomonas yellowstonensis is the yellow-green color. And Cylindricus protoderma is the brown to purple color. Rhaphictonema is called green color algae, resemble. These all are the cryptophytes. Coming to the symbiotic algae. Very important. Symbiotic means both are benefits. Symbiosis, that is called the symbiosis. Here, algae growing on other plants symbiotically. That is called the symbiotic algae. The association with the fungi to form to the lichens in bryophytes, pterophytes, gymnosperms and all algae. And here, best example, nostoc in Anthoceras. Nostoc is the mixophyceae member. In the nostoc, you can observe the bryophyte member Anthoceras. In the Anthoceras, you can observe to the nostoc and anabina. In the coralloid roots of cycas. Anabina found in coralloid roots of cycas. It's a gymnospermic plant. That's where both our benefits are there. This is called the symbiotic algae. Anyone to clear me? My lesson is to understand or not? Anyone to respond? It's clear? Okay. It's clear, no? Anyone to respond? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Coming to the next. Okay, these all are completed, no? And before thallus diversity, what is the size of algae? Here, algae exhibit very great diversity is there in size. They may be microscopic as chlamydomonas. You can't see directly. You can observe. You can't see. That is called the microscopic or complex gain-sized algae is there. That is the macroscopic. Okay? The starting range from microscopic to macroscopic. That is called the macrocystis. Microscopic example is the chlamydomonas. Gain size, this is the macrocystis. This is the example macrocarpa is the best example, largest algae. Macrocarpa is the very largest algae, 180 meters long, the algae size. Chlamydomonas very minute, you can observe the under electron microscope only. This is the microscopic structure. Where the big algae is there, in that algae, the size of algae, largest size, that is called macrocarpa, 180 meters long is there. Other algae shows marked variation between the above two limits. Laminaria is the size 7 meters long. Chlamydomonas is a very point meters to size. This is a Chlamydomonas is a unicellular algae. This is the size of algae. Okay, coming to the range. Range meaning vegetative structure, that is called the thallus. Very important. The ask the question here also. Thallus organization and the vegetative structure of algae shows very great variation. The algae may be range are the unicellular to multicellular, microscopic to macroscopic. You know, the size is the micro to macro. The thallus range is called the unicellular to multicellular algae is there. Coming to the, on the basis of the thallus organization, algae thallus can be divided into these forms: unicellular, colonial forms, filamentous forms, siphoneous forms, parenchymatous forms. These are the range or thallus organization. First one, what is unicellular form? What is the unicellular form? You know, uni meaning how many cells are there? Only single one. Here, they may be following two types. Unicellular, you can follow and write down the notes also. Unicellular can be divided two types. One is the motile form, second one is a non-motile form. Motile meaning, what is a motile? The flagella is present, that is a motile. They may, these algae possess flagella which help in movement. That is the motile form. Example, best example, Chlamydomonas. Coming to the second one, non-motile. They do not possess a flagella and cannot be moved. That is called the chlorella. These, I think you can understood. What is a motile? What is a non-motile? Flagella is present, motile, Chlamydomonas, move from the use for the flagellas, and here non-motile flagella is totally absent. That is called the non-motile. And example for the chlorella. Next, coming to the second one, multicellular, unicellular and multicellular. No, multicellular, they may be following different types. What are the colonial forms are there? Non-colonial forms. The colonial form, they form a colonies. Colonial form meaning they form a colonies, maybe two types. One is a motile colony. Second one is the non-motile colony. Where the motile colony is there, same like that. Flagella is present. The colonies of these algae possess a defined number of cells. They are motile and therefore is called motile colonial. When a colony possesses a fixed number of cells, it is called cenobium. This is also most important. What is the cenobium? Where the motile colony are there. When a colony possesses a fixed number of cells, it is called cenobium. That is very important. Best example, wall walks. Some example I'll give. Paturella, 4 cells are there, 2 rows. Gonium colony is the flat colony, 4, 8, 16, 24 like this. Pondorina colony is the spherical, 32 cells are there. Urodina, spherical, the shape, 64 cells are there. With Pledoria, 132 cells are present. In your coming to the your syllabus, wall box is there, no? In that wall box, cells vary from 500, this also important, 500 to 50,000 in each colony. How many cells found in wall box? 500 to 50,000 in each colony. The cells of the colony remain interconnected with by the protoplasmic threads. Here many cells are there, no? 500 to 50,000 cells are each colony. But how to connect in this one? Plasmadesmated, interconnected by the plasmadesmic threads. This is the colonial motile colonies. Another one is there, no? Non-motile colony. Non-motile colony, flagella is totally absent here. The process identify number. Okay, here flagella absent. That's why here process identify number of the cells. They are called coccoid colonies. Here, what is the coccoid? Flagella is totally absent, and the process identify the number of cells also. This is called the coccoid colonies. The best example coccoid colonies, Hydrodictyon is called the best example. And another one is the aggregations are there. Aggregations meaning just like pamelloid stage, dendroid stage. The cells remain embedded in a mucilaginous sheath substance that is called the mucilaginous colony. These are the best example. The Tetraspora cylindrica is the pamelloid stage, and Epicystus also pamelloid stage. Dendroid colony, the cells and mucilage look like branch of tree, that is called the dendroid. And example, this is the Plamodictyon is the best example for the dendroid stage. Coming to the filamentous form. Filamentous form again to divided in 2 types. One is a simple unbranched filament. Second one, foliage. Simple unbranched example in the filamentous form, Ulothrix, Spirogyra, Edogonium. Here, branch simple filament is there, but branches is absent. The plant body very simple filament. Branches is absent in that one. That is called the filament. Simple unbranched algae is called Spirogyra, Ulothrix, Edogonia. The cells of the filament are usually uninucleate, but maybe also multinucleate. Cells is the uninucleate. Sometimes maybe also multinucleated as in Spirogyra. Coming to the next one, foliage leaves. Here in them, foliage meaning the septa. The septa are formed in the cells. Different directions resulting foliages. The best example, Ulothrix and Parsolia is the example foliages. Coming to the siphonous form. Siphonous form, their body is tubular, aseptate, multinucleate, and branched. This is the siphonous branch forms. The plant body, first one is a tubular, aseptate condition, multinucleate, and branches. The best example, Wacheria is the best example, siphonous. And coming to the heterotrichous also there. Heterotrichous meaning here 2 parts are there, heterotrichous. One is the horizontal position. Second one is the vertical position. Horizontal, vertical. Horizontal part is called prostrate system or creeping system. While the vertical part is there, that is the projecting are ect system. Best example, Polysiphonia, Ectocarpus. In your syllabus, degree syllabus is there. These two are you can keep in your minds. Heterotrichous forms. One is a creeping system. So that is creeping system is called prostrate system. Erect system is a project system. These two are present. That is a heterotrichous plant body. Best example, Ectocarpus and Polysiphonia. Coming to last one, pseudoparenchymata. They are either uniaxial filament forms are present. This also best example, Polysiphonia. That the plant body more made up of the pseudoparenchymata tissues. This is the thallus diversity. It's clear? Yes or no? Thallus diversity is clear? Anyone? Boring topic? Topic is very bored? Yeah. Shall I continue? No, ma'am. Shall I stop this here now? Shall I continue or stop? Yeah, okay. Next one. What is the pigmentation? Another very most important topic. Pigments. Here to ask the questions here also. Pigments, you know, the resemble color. In the algae, different class, different colors also there. Very great diversity pigmentation present in algae. Different groups, different pigmentations also present. The distribution pattern of the pigment is the very great taxonomic significance also present in the algae. All major groups of have one pigment is most important. There are the three types of pigments are there: chlorophylls, carotenoids, and phycobilins. Keep in your mind, students, here. These three pigments you can read out the in photosynthesis time also. Both here and in that place. These two are the link in between the photosynthesis and algae pigments. The pigments can be divided into three parts. One is the chlorophylls, second one is the carotenoids, the third one is phycobilins. And here chlorophylls is the chlorophyll A, B, C, D, and E. This is the 5 types of chlorophylls. When the classification type, I'll explain which class, which type of pigments are present. Carotenoids, beta carotene, alpha carotene, different types are carotenoids also there. In that one also, when the classification time, I'll explain each and every class what type of carotenes are present. Very good, important in this topic. You can prepare your own notes. How many chlorophylls dried out? Which class, which chlorophyll? Which class, which carotenoids are there? Which class, which phycobilins are present? Here, both are there, no, in the chlorophyll and carotenoids. Third one is there, no. What is the third one? What is the third character? Third pigmentation? Third pigmentation. What is the third pigmentation? Anyone? Phycobilins. Wait. Here, very important is there in phycobilins. Water soluble pigment only phycobilins. Carotenoids, alpha, beta, some different types of carotenoids are there. But chlorophyll is also 5 types of chlorophylls are there. Phycobilins only 2 types. Phycoerythrin, phycocyanin. These two pigments only water soluble pigments. Many times to ask this question in competitive examination time. They will give the some different chlorophyll A, B, C, beta carotene, and one phycobilin. Here, which one is the water soluble pigment? Only phycobilin is the water soluble pigmentation. That is the phycocyanin, phycoerythrin. Coming to the algae, What is the plastids in algae? What type of the reserve food material are there? Except cyanobacteria or cyanophyceae or blue-green algae. Pigments in algae are found in members and organelles are called plastids. You can leave it only mixophyceae. All remaining algae found into the plastids. In BGA meaning blue-green algae, plastids are absent. Very, very, very important. Many times you ask in the blue-green algae examples, they will give the examples which algae to absent in the plastid. All cyanophyceae member, Nasta, Canamina, Acylatoria, Cytonema, these all are the cyanobacteria or BGA. Here plastids are absent. Pigments located peripheral cytoplasm, that is called chromoplasm. And what other classes, pigments, sorry, plastids are present. No? What are the plastid? How many types? Two types of plastid. One is a leucoplastid, chromo. Leuco, you know, white color or colorless plastids is called the leucoplastid. And chromoplastid is called colored plastids is the chromoplastid. See, this slide is most important. You can take the screenshot, this one. Why? What type of plastids share to ask the many time question. The chlamydomonas, valvax, both are the cup-shaped plastids are present. Cup-shaped, example, chlamydomonas, valvax. Discoid shape, Vachidia cara. Grilled shape, Eulothrix. Reticulate shape, Edogonia, Hydrodictia, Cladophora. Spiral, Spirogyra. And satellite, Gymnema. Very, very, very important, the shape of the plastid and examples. Okay, very, very important in this slide. Coming to the pyrenites. What is the after plastid? What are the pyrenites? These are all the proteinous body present in the chromatophores. You know, color bodies is called the chromato. Leucoblast is the colorless. Where the pyrenites are present, where the chromatophores are there, in that part, these proteinous bodies are present. That is called the pyrenites. Considered as the organelle of synthesis. What is the function? Synthesis and storage of some food material, that is called the starch. In the chlorophyceae, pyrenites surrounded by the starch grains. Pyrenites arise de novo or the division of pre-existing pyrenites also. Only blue-green algae, pyrenites, plastids absent. When you can ask the any example of blue-green Acylatoria, Anamina, Nasdaq. These are the example for the BZA. Here, the plastids and pyrenites totally absent. Coming to the next, very important, this one also. What are the reserve food material? Starch is the basic point here, but each and every class, starch is the basic. But different types of reserve food materials also present. Here, reserve food material stored from food from the function as important store of the energy that can be released and used to the ATP synthesis. What type of reserve food material? You can ask the basic question. What is the algae reserve food material? That is a starch. Very easy. But different class. For example, cyanophyceae. What type of starch is there? Cyanophycean starch. Chlorophyceae. All chlorophyceae starch is the basic. Rhodophyceae is there, no red algae. Red algae is a fluoridian starch. Very, very important. These all. Red algae is found, the starch is there. What type of starch here? Fluoridian starch. Cyanophyceae, cyanophycean starch. You can read out the question very clearly in competitive exam. Little bit shifted. In case cyanophyceae, cyanophycean starch is correct. Cyanophycean starch is absent. Cyanophycean is the wrong. That's where you can read carefully in question. And coming to the last one, Pheophyceae. Laminaria, starch. Monitor is the alcohol and oils. These are the reserve food material in Pheophyceae. The name of algae, brown algae. Cyanophyceae, green algae. Cyanophycean starch. Chlorophyceae, green algae. Starch is there. Rhodophyceae, red algae. Fluoridian starch is present. Pheophyceae, brown algae. Laminarian starch. Monitor is the alcohol and oil is also present in the reserve food material. I think you can understood in this points also. Coming to the reproduction. See, algae reproduction, you can byhead it. Thallus organization is most important. And in the habitat, reserve food material, and coming to the reserve food material, pigmentations. These are most important. And coming to the reproduction, sometimes to ask the reproduction questions also, but here algae, three methods of involvement is there: vegetative, asexual, and sexual reproduction. Three are present in the algae. Vegetative, cell divisions, fusions, fragmentation, harmogonia, formation of adventitious branches, tubers, buddings. These are the vegetative reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Variety of motile, non-motile spore. Main important spores. Asexual is called spore. The formation of spore. Motile spores are there. Non-motile spores are there. What type of spore? See, zoospore, aplanospore, hypanospore, tetraspore, autospore, achainids. These are all spores to produced by the asexual reproduction. Coming to the sexual reproduction. Fusion, gametes, union of gametes, male gamete and female gamete. What type of reproduction? Autogamy, hologamy, isogamy, anisogamy, oogamy, physiological anisogamy also. These are to the reproductive parts for the algae. And life cycles. Coming to the life cycle, the growth, the development consists of a number of distinct morphological and cytological stages are there. The main sequence of the orderly change, that is called the life cycle. The sequence of all different phases, even though with the organism possesses a zygote, that is a diploid condition of one generation to the zygote, the next generation through gamete, that is a haploid position. There are the 5 types of life cycles, algae based on the number of haploid and diploid generation. This is the 5. Haplonetic life cycle, diplonetic life cycle, haplobionetic life cycle, diplobionetic life cycle, and haplodiplonetic life cycle. These are called the life cycles of the algae. And coming to the algae classes, here only 7 classes are there. The French scientists divided into 11 classes, but I'll give the some important class. One is the Cyanophyceae, that is a Cyanophyta. Blue-green algae, this is all prokaryotic characters are there. Now this one is included in microbiology. Euglophyta, motile, protozoan-like algae lack true cell wall is present. Chrysophyta, golden brown algae diatoms. Phyrophyta, dinoflagellates. Chlorophyta, that is Chlorophyceae, green algae. Rhodophyta, this is a Rhodophyceae, red algae. Pheophyta, that is a Pheophyceae, brown algae. This is called the total life cycle and classification of algae. Anyone to unmute and tell me if any doubts to ask me, I'll clarify it. Okay? Did you understood first 2 class, my class? Anyone unmute yourself? Anyone? You can't unmute? Yes? Yeah, clear? Okay, see you. Tomorrow we will meet same time again. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది? Okay. లాంగ్వేజ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు కదా?
No, ma'am.
ఫేస్ చేసుకోండి, మీకు ఈజీ అవుతుంది. ఓకే,
మేడం.
ఏంటండి?
హలో మేడం, ఒకసారి మనకి ప్లాస్టిడ్స్ లో
చెప్పండి.
ఈ క్రోమోప్లాస్ట్ మేడం
పర్లేదు, వినిపిస్తుంది, చెప్పండి.
ఈ ప్లాస్టిడ్స్ లో మనకి ఈలియోప్లాస్ట్ ఒకటి అల్జిరోప్లాస్ట్ అని వస్తుందిగా మేడం, అవి ఆల్గేలో ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ అవుతాయా మేడం?
లియోప్లాస్ట్ అల్లిరోప్లాస్ట్ లా అండి?
ఎస్ మేడం.
అవి ఉంటాయి కానీ బేసిక్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఆల్గేలో ఉండవండి. వెన్ గ్రో అప్ ద ఆల్గే ఇన్ దట్ టైమ్ యూ కెన్ అబ్జర్వ్.
ఎనీ స్పెషలైజేషన్ మేడం? స్పెషల్ గా ఆల్గేలో ఏమైనా
అలా ఏముండదు. ప్లాస్టిడ్స్ లో జస్ట్ ల్యూకోప్లాస్ట్ కలర్లెస్ ఉంటాయి. అది కూడా జస్ట్ స్టార్టింగ్ ప్లాంట్స్ కదా మనకి ఆల్గే అంటే.
ఓకే మేడం.
కాబట్టి అల్లిరోప్లాస్ట్ అంత డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్లాస్టిడ్స్ ఉంటాయి కానీ స్టార్టింగ్ పొజిషన్ లో ఉంటాయి. ఓకే
ఓకే ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
యా, ఓకే. ఇంకేం డౌట్స్ లేవు కదండి?
ఓకే మేడం, క్లియర్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Okay. Sir, shall I stop it the meeting?